Undisputed.
Good morning. Welcome to Undisputed. We are live from Los Angeles. I'm Jenny Taft here with Skip Bayless, Shannon, Sharpe. Good morning.
Hi, Jenny.
Hey.
What is
The claw.
Don't do that.
Claw.
Oh, you proud of
You
him?
see the claw?
Oh.
Kim his last three.
Figured
Yeah.
he'd notice
Clawed him.
that.
Did you see that performance in the fourth quarter in overtime?
Oh, it was Kawhi Town last night.
No, it was Lou
Yeah,
Williams time.
Kawhi time.
It was Lou time.
Yeah.
What time is it? Lou time.
Yeah, I thought it was actually Patrick Beverly.
Don't do that.
That's a whole nother.
Oh.
All I know is that was the best defense I've seen played at Staples Center all year.
Ooh. I saw you tweet that. I saw you tweet it, Skip,
What
but
about
I
that
figured
offense?
you would
What about
notice.
that offense?
They don't need offense.
The best player.
All defense.
The best player on the planet did not take a starring role in his own movie.
Defense wins championship.
Oh,
This show is loaded today.
Yep.
So how
we go.
impressive were Kawhi and Paul George in their first game together? And is Tom Brady really a great leader? But first, we will start with Ezekiel Elliott. Skip's Cowboys are certainly hoping Zeke gets a chance to eat against the Patriots this weekend after tallying less than 50 yards in back-to-back games. Elliott was asked yesterday if he was frustrated by his lack of production in the running game, and he was quick to defend himself as a team player. Take a listen.
I think if you have a problem keeping your spirits up when we win a football game, that game we played last Sunday, you win a football game, you're excited, you're happy. All the other stuff will handle itself. I always said accolades, all that other stuff is not important. What's important is winning football games, and you win football games, it'll handle itself. That's what a good teammate does. I kind of feel you guys make me feel awkward. Like I'm supposed to be pissed because I had 40 yards and we won a football game. So, I don't know. I don't really want to get into it anymore.
All right, Shannon, did you like Zeke's response?
I loved it. I applaud him. And that's what he should have said. I think the thing is that Zeke is going to find out what I knew to be true, and I had to find out myself too. Wins are only important to the quarterback. Now, Tom Brady said the exact same thing yesterday. His job as a quarterback is to find a way to somehow win a ball game. Throw for 400, throw for 300, 175. At the end of the day, you win. It's only running backs, receivers. They win a game, don't put up the numbers. Odell Beckham, I give you a prime example. Odell can have 60 yards. They win a game. What's wrong with Odell? Why didn't he have 150? Zeke Elliott, they won a game. Well, he got 50 million. He kind of shut it down. He's not the same Zeke. He wins. They lose. They take that back. They lose. Odell gets 175. All he cares about is stats. Zeke, they lose. He gets 155. All he cares about is stat. He's a bad teammate. Man, they won the game. He's like, man, y'all make me feel bad. We won the game, and y'all in here talking about I only had 40 yards. Would y'all have said if I'd had 200 and we lost, would you have said, Zeke, you only had 200 yards? At the end of the day, I thought it was about wins and losses. Clearly, that's not the case. They're trying to rile something up, and I'm glad Zeke handled it the way he did. He's like, guys, we won the game. I'm supposed to be ticked off? As a competitor, you always want to feel you contributed. I've been there. There have been times I've had 2 catches for 25 yards and we won. There have been times I had over 100 yards and we lost. You always go back, what could I have done to help us win? And what could I have done to help us win by more? That goes through your mind. That's just how the way you're wired as a competitor. But at the end of the day, Skip, this is about wins and losses. And they're winning right now. And he's not hurting the team. Yeah, he fumbled the ball. And I think that's the biggest thing. Is like, man, yeah, I got 40 yards, we won, but I turned the ball over. So I really put us behind the 8 ball early. So I'm glad Zeke said what he said. He's a team player because what they're trying to do is that I can see what they're trying to do. Zeke's a bad teammate. Because, see, when Zeke had it going and Dak was the game manager, Dak was always so happy for Zeke. Now the roles are seemingly reversed. And all of a sudden, he's not getting the shine that Dak is. Now he a bad teammate. Nah, Zeke said, I ain't gonna let y'all do that. I'm happy for my bruh. We friends for real, on and off the field. So I'm glad the way Zeke handled it the way he did. Because he ain't gonna let y'all try to tear them apart. Nor should he.
I didn't see the same thing you just saw because it's hard for me to even watch that guy that we just saw in that soundbite we just played. I don't know who that guy is anymore. That scares me because I can't tell you how much I miss the old Zeke. The Zeke that I knew and loved and fought with you for day after day after day on the show, that he's the best running back in football. I miss that man who ran angry, who attacked defenses with this supreme athletic arrogance of, I'm just better than all y'all you-know-whats on defense. I miss the man who played and lived, sometimes to a fault, with edge, with raw pride edge. And he was always in media sessions in his first 3 years, like one question away from exploding. He'd get defensive and you could just see it. And he'd have to just clench his teeth like, okay, that's enough of this. I don't know who that guy was yesterday, but I told you Tuesday, what I wanted to see in that media session was a flash of raw pride, of a little bit of anger in as much as I wanted to hear him say, I have not been myself the last couple of weeks, and that will change this Sunday up at New England. I wanted to see a little bit of the old Zeke, and I saw this new guy. I saw timid Zeke. I saw nice, sweet, aw shucks Zeke. I never thought those words would go together. Aw shucks Zeke. He's like, you guys are making me feel awkward.
Yeah.
What was that?
Because
what was that?
It was Skip Bayless. You see what you did? Now you see what you did. Now when Zeke had this thing going and they were winning games and Dak was throwing for 190, you didn't say I want to see Dak come out there and say I'm gonna throw for 303 touchdowns the next week. So why the hell you want to see Zeke upset the apple cart so you can have something to talk about?
You know how I react on this show. I say what I see.
I know.
And I'm seeing way different Zeke. I'm seeing a new guy who even has new multiple nose ring piercing.
He had that at the beginning of the year.
Okay, but it's a new deal. To the point, is this like peace and love, Zeke? I don't know. Is this, I got my 50 million guaranteed. All is right in my world. Everything is peace and love. All is good. I don't care. You win some, you lose some. You have good days, you have bad days. I'm just going along for the ride because we did win this game. That's how it's coming across to me. The other guy had raw edge to him. And again, it would filter into off the field and we'd get all kinds of bar fights. Why
didn't you ask that of Dak? When Dak was throwing for 190, 200 yards, why didn't you ask him to come out there and say, this week I'm throwing for 404 touchdowns? Why didn't you ask that of him?
I told you from the start, Dak Prescott was really good, but you never could see it. I saw it from the start. There was nothing to be angry about because he was the driving force of the team. I told you from day one on the show, it's about the quarterback. But he was complimented beautifully by this running back who ran like with contagious rage.
Skip, how can you be the driving force and you're throwing for $190?
He didn't throw for. He had a bunch of 300-yard games.
So he
led the league in QBR his first year until the last game when they mailed it in. He went 4 of 8. What are you talking about? You haven't seen Dak Prescott from the start. There was nothing to hold him accountable for. He led the league in game-winning drives his first 3 years. Why would I say, Dak, you need to get angry. You haven't been playing up to your standards. This guy led the league in rushing 2 of 3 years, and it would have been 3 of 3 without the 6-game suspension. I don't know him.
But I'm asking, when he was leading the league in rushing, why didn't you ask more from Dak?
I didn't need more. They won.
They were winning.
They won the division 2 of 3 years. What are you talking about?
Because you just said it.
I told you all along.
I didn't ask for more from Dak because they were winning.
No, because he was playing at a supremely high level.
Throwing for $180.
He set the record for quarterbacks in their first 3 years for completion percentage. How could you ask more? He made the Pro Bowl 2 out of 3 years. I don't know what more you could ask for.
You make it seem like
he was the star of the team. He made all the big plays in the big games.
You make it seem like Zeke has 300 yards rushing. Okay, he's not at the top.
I'm going eye test. You should use eye test. You're in the Hall of Fame. And you should tell me if you're seeing the same guy, because I'm seeing Zeke who runs like he's plotting in Cabo Sand. He runs timid.
Okay.
He was tiptoeing against Minnesota and tiptoeing at Detroit to the line of scrimmage. Is it his blocker's fault? You could certainly heap some of the blame on